Coming right up, the Knicks taking on the Pistons. For the New York Knicks, a standout first half of the year has them in first place in the East. Pistons, Knicks, coming up next. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sideline, we've got Allie LaForce. As we get deeper into the season, the Eastern Conference standings are really taking shape. Let's take a look. You take a look at the Knicks. They've been enjoying a truly spectacular run this season, sitting on top of the mountain in the first-place spot. And checking out the Pistons. Pretty far behind right now.
Well, for the Knicks, give them credit. I mean, they've been playing very well this season, but they can't afford to take their foot off the gas pedal right now. They know they have a bullseye on their backs.
Yeah, no one is taking them lightly. This is a team with everything you really need to make some noise in the playoffs.
Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4, and it's Stewart in at center. And for the Knicks, they've got Karl Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges is out there, and Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Reed in at the power forward position. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, BA. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Tom Thibodeau. I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And Reed with a basket on the assist from Brunson. Reed's got 9 points.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Ivy outside. Back to Cunningham. Thompson outside. Pass to Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
And Cunningham responds confidently at the other end.
And, Coach, how about the Thompson twins making their impact felt in the 2023 draft?
Yeah, Brian, we've seen twins in the NBA before, albeit not very often. But these two made history that draft day, becoming the first pair of twins to be selected in the top 5 of the same draft.
Reed, good.
I just love the ball.
The Pistons have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Picked by Stewart. 4-3. The Knicks with the rebound. This team has now won 28 consecutive games and have put themselves into elite company by surpassing the record set by LeBron James and the Heat back in 2013.
Look, you're talking about some of the all-time great teams in the history of the NBA to have a win streak of this magnitude. Gonna be fun to see if they can add one more here tonight.
In so many ways, Harris can beat you. He has the size and skill to score from all 3 levels.
Brunson passes to Reed. Off target from outside. Pistons trail by 13. Pass to Harris. And he misses the fast break layup.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Ivy with the ball. Harris outside. Back to Ivy. This one for 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside Reed. Sinks the tray. Reed's got 24 points.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Now here's Reed. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. Sinks it from distance.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
To the paint. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Thompson's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game. Brunson passes to Reed. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. The shot comes out.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Thompson's shot is off. New York leading by 18. Shot from the top of the key. And that one off the back of the rim and in. That's 29 for him.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Pass to Stewart. Here's Cunningham. 4 seconds left. Can't cash it in from close range. And so it's New York, ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. Defense is setting the tone. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second. Paul Reed is out there with Holland. Then it's Tim Hardaway. Then it's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Thompson in at the 3. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, D in their last time out against the Bucks was a man on a mission. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Now here's Reed, still without a bucket. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
So it's New York, a huge 24-point lead for them. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Thanks for being with us. First off, how about we start with an update on the All-Star voting?
I was just thinking about all the changes we've seen to the All-Star voting process over the years. A lot of new factors in play now.
Yeah, like social media. Definitely tips the scales when it comes to who's selected.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Knicks.
In terms of efficiency, they've been on point. Incredible execution. I love the way they're playing on both ends.
Yeah, they're piling up a massive lead, partly because they're not giving anything away. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. We've got OG Anunoby. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Reed in at the power forward. That's Tom Thibodeau's 5 as we get going in the second half.
Well, that's where Cunningham does his best work, from the free throw line down.
Reed for 3. The Knicks rebound. Fires for 3. Good. Another from 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Cunningham passes to Ivy. Pass to Cunningham. Here he goes. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, once he gets momentum going towards the rim, Cunningham is hard to veer off course.
Reed against Harris. From deep. Yet another bucket.
Once again, he's hit the 40-point mark as he has been nothing short of stellar all season long.
And now he has moved into third all-time for most 40-point games in a single season.
Well, Jordan did it an incredible 37 times back in 1987. But that mark has been passed. What a special year this guy's had.
And it's Cunningham missing.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Reed for 3. Thompson pulls it in. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Capable of playing both the 3 and 4 spots, Harris's versatility is his greatest strength.
Shamet, he's checked in for Anunoby. The Pistons have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. From outside the arc, and Ivy gets a 3. Ivy's got 5 now.
And something Ivy continues to improve. He's becoming a real threat from downtown.
Pass to Reed. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Pure from three-point range.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, the Pistons have struggled despite the improvement of their young cornerstone, Cade Cunningham. He said, quote, "This league rewards winning. People are going to say everything I'm doing is empty and meaningless until I win games. That's what I plan on doing, and once I do that, all the other stuff will come with it." Guys?
That's a great perspective to keep right there, Allie. Thank you.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Three-pointer. Another one goes. Incredible.
Once again, he cannot be stopped.
It's incredible. He's nearing second overall in career 50-point games and still going strong.
And chasing the incomparable Michael Jordan. I mean, that comparison alone gives you chills.
The Pistons have had quite a few high lottery picks of late, Stan. However, they haven't had much success yet.
Well, Brian, you know, sometimes it takes a lot of time. Some teams will come together quicker. Some players and some teams need more time to develop. Detroit's just got to keep adding to what they have and continuing to develop the players that are already in their system.
And a great fan base in Detroit, starving for victories. Reed, good.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
For Detroit, they've gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Pass to Harris. And Harris throws it down.
And you can't let Harris get this close to the basket. When you do, this is what happens.
Towns outside. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Towns has got 8 points.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 6. And it's Cunningham missing.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
And there it is for him. Reed's got 58.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Harris. Shoots over Bridges. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Knicks out in front, delivering the blowout. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for Detroit here in the 4th. Tim Hardaway is out there with Holland. Then there's Marcus Sasser. Then it's Dennis Schroeder. Both teams making substitutions here. Now a timeout called by New York.
Let's hear it for all the answers.
Detroit has gone 2 of 6 so far in the 4th. Ivy, left side. Pass to Thompson. Inside. Here's Harris. And Harris throws it down.
Well, as we see more of Thompson, I think he's going to get better looking for his teammates.
Well, Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hardworking, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Knicks.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And tonight's win will give them an even 40 on the year.
And that'll put a little extra meaning on their next game. No team wants to go 0 for 4 against an opponent, no matter who it is.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for D.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
New York making a switch here. Shamit's checked in. There's 53 seconds left in the final quarter. Pass to Hardaway. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Outside Reed. Knocks it down from distance.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
And he knocks down the first one. And some changes here for New York. Achua comes in for Robinson. And Payne is subbed in for Anunoby. And a new group getting ready for the Pistons. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line.
And that's a situation where you must make them all to get back into the game.
Reed for three. He got it again! Sensational!
And that's 70!
He is unconscious. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Thompson scanning the floor. Picked by Stewart. Down low. It's rebounded by McBride. Outside Reed. Here's the three. And it's good! He hits another one.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition.
Yeah, and this is not what they needed. Now the clock is stopped and their opponent is at the line.
Fourth personal foul. Fourth team foul. Cade Cunningham at the line.
Shooting two.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Cunningham. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump. Once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. We'll see you next time.